Your ultimate guide on how you answer every single one of the exam questions in GCSE Geography. Trust me, you're going to want to save this one for later. My name's Celia, I got all grade 9s at GCSE. Alright, I got 2 8. And I'm telling you how to get those top grades in every single one of your GCSE subjects every day until your exam. Be sure to follow so you don't miss out. And comment what subject you want to see next. Okay, so geography. Let's start with the shorter answer questions and build our way up to the longer answer. 2 markers. These can be categorized into questions that don't require explanation and those that do. Those that don't require explanation. State 2 ways in which. Very simple, you just write 2 ways in which something can happen. Requires explanation. Describe 1 way in which. Here you get 1 mark for the statement and then 1 mark for basically explaining how it happens. And then that second mark comes from developing your answer. Extend your answer, think the 3 E's. Extend, exemplify and explain. So why does something happen, or give an example of it happen, or describe it in more detail depending on the question. And the same holds for 3 markers. Now let's move on to the 4, 6 and 9 markers. This is a little bit challenging because they are usually level marks. Depending on example, you'll have like bands, so level 1, level 2. This is how you get into those top levels. So the number of points you have to make for each question is different. 4 markers, depending on the question, it's 1 or 2 developed points. Obviously not as developed as the 6 or 9 markers. For 6 markers, either 2 developed points or 3 at a push. 9 markers, it's recommended to have 3 developed points. What do I mean by developed points? Answers use the words of the question, giving specific detail and detailed explanation. Reference to real practices like case studies, use of geographical vocabulary and using technical words. Most importantly, the command word is directly addressed, or whether this is explain, describe, compare, whatever the question is asking of you, that you've actually done it. So read the question. In structuring your answer, use PEEL. Point, evidence, explain, and link. You might have learned this as P, or maybe you have a more in-depth version. If so, please drop it in the comments, but this should allow you to hit every assessment objective if you do it well. For those 9 markers, brief introduction, brief conclusion, main body, key point. And remember, you always need evaluation when it's assess or describe the extent to which, an argument for, an argument against, the extent to which you agreed, the extent to which you disagree, and basically conclude, ensuring your argument is balanced so that you can hit all of those assessment objectives. By the way, if you haven't saved this video yet, what are you doing? Make sure you comment to stay on Study Talk and follow for more daily GCSE tips.